Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for the day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And we got a couple different topics to talk about. So let me put on my +5 out of weaponsmithing. Work on scaling up my crafting a little bit and let's talk about this. Alright, up first we have some stuff with Kinobody. Oh, Bruce. Sorry guys, I had to do that. Everyone tells me anytime I do a Kinobody video that I have to do the Bane voice from now on, at least once. And you know, that's fair play. I did start a habit there. I can't disappoint. It'll get dislikes if I don't do it. So, you know what I need to do? Let me cover the other thing first. I don't want to give Steve Shaw his own video. He's not worth his own video. Not worth his own video. But I'll give him as an intro to a more important video. I think that's at least fair since so many people requested it. Yeah, apparently, guys, Steve Shaw has somehow managed to scrape up $5,000. Managed to scrape up $5,000 to challenge me to a boxing match that he will give to a charity if I go at least 3 rounds or whatever. The boxing match MMA, he said, whatever sort of fight that I want. But here's the thing. Steve, you said that if I didn't give you 3 rounds, that I'm not a man. You might want to choose your words carefully, just putting that out there. But that part aside, he wants me to go to another one of these Lobliner and Tiger Fist Fitness hosted events. Guys, we've done this already. We've done this already before. Do we really need to do this again? We really need to do this again. I also got a question. Where did Steve come up with $5,000? I mean, just 2 years ago, he had to beg for thousands of dollars to get his car engine fixed in his car. He put up a GoFundMe. He needed money to replace his car engine. He couldn't afford it. Now he's got $5,000 to throw around. Got $5 grand to throw around. I don't know what picked up. Did his homebrew business pick up? Making that there sell tech? Or making good money on those cam shows? You know, you see all his adoring fans on his social media when he's always smoking those cigars. He got that cigar in his mouth and all these dudes sending him all those hearts. And of course, Steve would always say, hey man, $20 is $20. I don't know. I don't know where he got the $5 grand. I guess that's his business. It's none of our business. It's between him and whoever he got the money from. But back to the point. We've done this before, guys, and things have changed. I'm apparently a bigger internet celery than I was before. Let's just have fun with that. Celery. Hell, I'm on the front page of Breitbart right now. I'm on the front page of Breitbart. I'm a regular household name. For what it's worth. I don't think that's necessarily a good thing always, but people know who I am. For better or for worse. I'm a big name, man. You guys can't afford me. A couple things have changed. Number one, you want me to go to an event, $5,000, and my pocket's not going to cut the mustard. That's not going to get the job done, guys. That cost is going to go up exponentially. Not going to be $5,000. Not going to be small money. You want me to go to something. Just call like it is. Any of you guys on the front page of Breitbart? I am. Any of you guys got other people in the industry publicly admitting to spending 6 figures harassing them? I don't think so. No. $5,000? I don't think so. And the other thing that changed, Brittany and I have settled into our relationship. We've been together enough years now that we only have sex once a day. So, you know, I don't have to have it twice a day, so that's changed also since then. You're going to have to make a better offer than that. Sorry, not even close. Not even close. Now, the other thing is, you know, you talk about lazy and putting on an act. I got $5,000 that I'll donate to these veterans if Jason Blaha will fight me. Are you serious? Oh, so that's going to be your excuse. I really wanted to help these guys with this $5,000 I got from doing cam shows. I really wanted to help them, but, you know, it's Jason Blaha's fault. I tell you what, Steve, Why don't you just give them the money for the charity? You know, why don't you, instead of trying to put the blame on me when you don't give your hard-earned money to the charity that you're promising, why don't you just do the right thing and give the money to the charity instead of making an act about it so that you've got a cop-out excuse? Look, if you got the money to throw away, give it to the charity. Hell, donate it in my name if you won't. Tell them Jason Blaha sent it. And tell them I said thank you for your service. You let them know. When you give them that check for $5,000, you say, Jason Blaha, thanks you for your service to this country, and shake their hand to be done with. Just give them the money. Why are you holding out? Now, on to Kinobody. Man, a bunch of people linked it to me on his Instagram, and this time it stayed up. I don't really understand Instagram. I'm not going to lie. I don't get Instagram. That's why Brittany runs mine. Sometimes stuff you guys have linked me with his, it disappears, and then other times it stays up. So, I don't know. It's still up. But apparently, he tried to do some incline presses with 140-pound dumbbells. Now, the thing is, he admitted they're partials, but why would you do partials with dumbbell presses? That's absurd. In fact, when's the last time we saw someone ego lift on dumbbell presses who's a YouTuber? Devin Physique, remember he tore his pec on camera, ripped it off the bone, doing the same silly stuff. Lifting a dumbbell for a weight that's too heavy for him to do through a full range of motion. He tore his pec off the bone. So Keno's going to ego lift in the same way. He is just trying to end his career. He's trying really hard. But the thing was that, why would you do that? Guys, what is the reason? The only reason we do dumbbell chest presses. Anybody, physiologically, to balance? No, it's not to balance the left and the right sides. That doesn't actually work. That's a myth. You can have just as much imbalance left or right with a dumbbell as you can with a barbell. If you use the same form on a barbell that created imbalance using a barbell, if you use the exact same technique on your dumbbells, you will create the same imbalance. That's not actually true. Dumbbells are not inherently more balanced unilaterally. That's not how it works. It's your technique that determines the left or right balance. It's how steady you maintain the bar path and even you keep your hand placement. If anything, in some cases, dumbbells have the potential to create an even larger imbalance with bad technique than a barbell does. No, we use dumbbells to get a deeper range of motion because your chest gets in the way of the bar. This is as far as you can go. I mean, bar touches your chest, you're done. Dumbbells, you can go lower. Therefore, you can get a deeper stretch on the pectoral. Now, that is a point of contention as to whether that's actually worth it or not, as to whether it's a benefit. It could vary from person to person. We know for strength the barbells are better, but if you're going to talk just specifically pectoral hypertrophy, some individuals, and it's going to depend on individual anatomy, because of the deeper stretch, even though they're going to be forced to use a slightly lighter weight because of the longer range of motion and having to stabilize it, some people may get better chest development. Okay, not everyone, but some people will. That is the reason that you use a dumbbell, because you can do a longer range of motion than with a barbell. Why would you do a partial on an exercise that only has one benefit, the ability to do a longer range of motion? What's the point? It's just ego lifting. It's ego lifting. He wasn't capable of lifting them, uses the same bad technique he always uses, excessive elbow flare. He was shaking. Again, shaking with the weight, and he's doing partials there. The shaking is because his nervous system knows the weight is too heavy for him to lift, hence the reason he's doing partials. He basically was 3 inches away from pulling a Devin Physique and ripping his pec. Almost happened. The warning signs were there. If he keeps it up, like I keep saying, the way he does all his chest presses, he's going to tear a pec eventually. He's going to damage a rotator cuff, and that will be the end of the Kinobody empire, won't it? And it's unfortunate because, you know, there were a few negative comments there on Instagram, but a lot of them like, oh man, that's impressive, that's beastly, and it's like he's doing a partial with bad technique and shaking. No, it's dangerous. There's no benefit. There's no benefit. You could have just done an incline barbell press safer and probably gained more muscle because you can use more weight. All he did was ego lift and subject himself to injury risk for no benefit. And that's more dangerous than even competing in powerlifting. Meaning, what he did right there on camera has a higher chance of injuring you than competing at a powerlifting meet does by a large margin. So when people say, well, you promote heavy lifting, yeah, I do. I do promote heavy lifting. And yes, competing carries a degree of risk. You shouldn't have risk in training. Training should be injury-free. If you're going to get hurt from anything related to lifting or explosiveness or power, it needs to be in competition when you are giving it your all. You don't get hurt in training. Wise, intelligent people do not get hurt in training because they do not take unnecessary risks. We go to the gym to get stronger and to build muscle, not to demonstrate strength. And there are exercises in which there are safe displays of strength, and there are exercises which there are not. And a partial chest press of any type with dumbbells is not a safe exercise to display your strength on. It's a real good way to get hurt. He's setting a bad example for his followers. Setting a bad example. But, like I said, he's not going to learn. He keeps doing it, and he keeps getting worse and worse and worse. He's trying to put on a circus act like Strap-On does. And it's going to catch up with him sooner or later. And that'll be the end of it. It's just a matter of time because he doesn't listen. I've told him repeatedly, and he's come and commented in videos, so we know he sees them. He's not going to listen. And that's fine. That's fine. It'll be Snap City eventually. It is what it is. But at least I warned him. At least I warned his fans. So hopefully a few of his fans see these videos, see this one, and say, maybe I don't want to imitate what he's doing. I need to be careful. I don't want to tear a pec. Because pec tears are not good, guys. If you tear a pec badly enough, you have to have surgery to have it reattached. No amount of showboating is worth that. Because I don't care what your training goals are, tearing a muscle off the bone will interfere with your goals. All right, it's common sense. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.